Hello, watchers. Today's video is about former Migos rapper Quavo. Quavo went to the White House to talk with Vice President Kamala Harris about various ways to combat gun violence. As a few of you may know, rapper Quavo suffered a huge loss because of gun violence. He lost his nephew and also Migos member Takeoff. His nephew was shot after a heated argument over a dice game between two men he didn't know. What led to a shooting? Earlier this year, the man who shot Takeoff, Peter Clark, was charged with murder. Takeoff was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Takeoff was not involved in the dice game or the argument and was unarmed. Allegedly, there were around 30 people at the crime scene. What led to cell phone footage what could identify the shooter? Clark was caught shooting while holding his wine bottle in his other hand on video. He allegedly had plans to leave the country. Police found the wine bottle with Clark's fingerprints all over it. When Clark was arrested, he was in possession of a gun with the same bullets that hit Takeoff 2 times. Shooting, the Houston police also responded due to a press conference.
Always in our city, providing everything we need as resources. He's received a few calls, just as I did, and he wanted to stand, so he'll be here to make a statement later if he wants, or definitely here to answer questions. So let me speak to the human element first before we do anything. I spoke to this young man's mother just an hour ago. Flew in here from out of town. I want everybody to understand the pain, the suffering of a mother. Very tough. And I told her, as we stand with any victim of violence or any homicide victim, their family, we stand with them in this city, in this police department, and everybody that's standing behind me. I want to thank our homicide unit under the direction of Commander Spears for doing great work time and time again. I'm going to speak briefly, and I'm going to turn it over to the homicide investigator Arrington. After he speaks, I'm going to get Commander Garcia to come up and translate in Spanish, and he'll go over some of the investigative parts. But let me speak to this just right. We understand and we know it. This morning at about approximately 2:34 a.m., officers received a call of a shooting in progress. Officers arrived there shortly thereafter. The location is in the downtown location, the billiards bowling alley located at 1201 San Jacinto Street here in the downtown area. Once officers arrived, they came upon a male who was deceased. That male has been identified as Kersnick Ball, better known as Takeoff. He's a member of the Migos rap group out of Atlanta. And I want to pause again because sometimes the hip-hop community gets a bad name. And I know, and evident from this city and people who I have a personal relationship, a lot of great people in our hip-hop community, and I respect them. But back to Takeoff. I got many calls from Houston and outside of Houston, and everyone spoke of what a great young man this is, how peaceful he is, what a great artist. And I'm calling up on everybody, our hip-hop artists in Houston and around the nation. We got to police ourselves. It is so many talented individuals, men and women, in that community who, again, I love and I respect. And we all need to stand together and make sure nobody tears down that industry. And I'm calling to start here in Houston, here and possibly as early as next week. I want to meet with some of our artists and see how we can taper things down. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to the investigator, and we'll our commander translate, and the mayor is here for questions as well. But I want to pray ask that we all pray for his mother, his family, and all of his friends who are in.
Quavo, who is also the founder of the Rocket Foundation. The Rocket Foundation is founded to prevent gun violence and to honor the life of his nephew, Takeoff. Quavo was mainly in the White House to talk about the combat against gun violence. What are your thoughts on gun violence? Put your reaction in the comments section. See here 2 short clips of his visit to the White House. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
All of us together is the key, and we need help from this big old building right here.
He'll most definitely be proud of me. And I just know he ain't gonna never believe my side, so it's a tough thing knowing that we separated and knowing I'm not gonna see him again on this earth, but it's cool. And I know he's proud of me.